the extinguisher! Sonia, the microwave! It's everywhere! Sonia, wake up!
Lagos is already awake before the sun finishes rising. In a small, modest room, Sonia Gabo's eyes open at exactly 4 a.m. No alarm, just duty. She doesn't stretch lazily or scroll a phone. She sits up, plants her feet on the cold floor, and begins to move. There is no time for stillness when people depend on you. On the other side of the thin curtain dividing the room, her mother sleeps with labored breath. Three school uniforms hang on a wire above the children's sleeping mats. Sonia glances at all of it before she steps outside. Outside, the street is the color of charcoal and dew. Sonia moves through it like she owns the morning, heading to the market to buy her plantains before the prices climb. At the market, she haggles quietly and efficiently. She knows the plantain sellers by name. She knows which bunch is ripest, which is still hard. This is not a hobby. This is science. By 5:30 a.m., she is at a junction, setting up her stall. She arranges the coal pot, fans the first embers, and lays out the plantains with the same care a baker arranges a window display. She rolls to precision. The plantains hiss and caramelize on the grill. The smell draws people from 2 streets away. She is, in every sense, excellent at what she does. Customers come. She wraps their orders in newspaper, counts change without hesitation, and greets every person with the same steady energy. Nobody knows she has a degree on her wall at home. In the quiet between customers, she sometimes stares at the office buildings in the distance. The glass and steel catch the morning light. She turns back to her coals. At night, she returns home, counts her earnings, sets aside money for medication and school fees, and lies down. She does not complain out loud, but the ceiling fan knows everything. It is an ordinary Tuesday afternoon at the junction. The heat is thick and the road is noisy. Sonia is fanning her coals when a white SUV slows and pulls up near her stall. Before Mrs. Coker's heel hits the ground properly, they appear. 3 touts materialize from the roadside like they were waiting all day for exactly this moment. They grab her bag strap. One reaches for the car keys. She screams, but the road noise swallows it. The crowd around them steps back as if the ground is hot. Sonia sees it. Something in her chest does not step back. She grabs her wooden fanning tray and she moves. She runs at them, screaming, swings the tray, and reaches into a pepper bowl with her free hand, throwing a fistful directly into the nearest face. The tout howls and stumbles. The second tout tries to grab Sonia. She dodges and screams louder. And the sound finally breaks the crowd from its trance. Other traders rush forward. The touts scatter. When it is over, Mrs. Coker is shaking against the side of her SUV. Her bag is still on her shoulder. Her keys are still in her hand. Sonia stands between her and the direction the men ran. Mrs. Coker looks at Sonia, really looks. She sees the torn blouse, the charcoal-stained hands, the fire still burning in her eyes. She asks one question. What is your name? Sonia answers every question plainly. What she studied, how long she has been at the junction, why she is still there. She does not perform sadness. She simply tells the truth. Mrs. Coker opens her glove compartment, and writes on a compliment slip. She hands it to Sonia. Monday morning, 8 a.m. Don't be late. Sonia looks at the address. Then she looks up. That night, Sonia scrubs her hand until the charcoal fades. She holds them under the water a long time, watching them become clean. Something feels like it is beginning. She borrows a blouse from her neighbor. She irons it twice. She polishes her one pair of decent shoes with the inside of a banana peel because she has no shoe polish. She tells her mother. Her mother holds her face in both hands and does not say anything for a long time. Then she says, "Go and be everything I know you are." Monday morning, Sonia arrives at the Coker and Associates building 30 minutes early. She stands outside the glass doors, straightens her blouse, breathes in once, and walks inside. Mrs. Coker places her in the operations unit. The desk is clean, the computer screen bright, the office air conditioned. Sonia sits down and places her hands on the keyboard like she is reclaiming something. She does not need to be shown anything twice. Reports, vendor files, follow up emails. She walks through everything with the focused hunger of someone who waited years for this desk. Her unit head notices. In a team meeting, he references her work. This format here follows Sonia's template. Heads turn. Sonia looks at the table. Mrs. Coker stops by the operations floor one afternoon. She pauses at Sonia's desk. She does not say anything. She just nods once. Slowly, that nod is worth more than a speech. After her first full month, Sonia calls home. Her mother answers on the second ring. Sonia says, "Mama, I paid the rent and the school fees, all three of them." Silence, then crying. The good kind. She buys herself one good pair of shoes. She stands in the small shop and holds them for a long time before paying. She has earned them in every possible way. On Sonia's third week, a woman appears at her desk with 2 cups of tea and a smile that fills the room. "You must be the new girl everyone is talking about. I am Tola." Tola is everything the office is not. She is funny, warm, generous with her compliments, and she knows every corridor and every person. She becomes Sonia's guide and companion almost immediately. But 3 years of being overlooked has carved something hard and quiet in Tola that her smile does not reach. She watches Sonia being praised and she files it away. Tola has watched herself be passed over for recognition once too often. She is competent but not outstanding. She knows the difference. Sonia is outstanding, and that is the problem. She begins watching Sonia's routine carefully. When she arrives, what she eats, when she takes breaks. She does this behind the warmth of a perfect friendship. On a Friday, Tola suggests they go to lunch together. They talk about everything. Sonia opens up about her mother, the junction, the certificate on the wall. Tola listens like it is the most important story she has ever heard. Tola squeezes her hands and says, "You deserve everything that is coming to you." She means it and does not mean it at the same time. Both can be true. Monday morning, Tola is at Sonia's desk before her, 2 coffees in hand. "I passed a cafe on the way. I added you to my order. You deserve something nice." Sonia laughs and says she's fine. Tola insists. Sonia holds the coffee. It smells good. It is warm, caffeinated, uncomplicated act of friendship. She wraps her hands around it and takes a sip. Tola watches from her desk across the floor. She watches Sonia drink. She opens her own coffee, which has nothing in it that was not meant to be in it, and she drinks it too. 3 days after the coffee begins, Sonia feels it, a slow heaviness behind the eyes. She blinks through it, drinks water, tells herself it is a long commute. The second week, she falls asleep while reviewing a vendor file. Her head droops over the paper. A colleague nearby notices and nudges her. She wakes gasping and apologizes. She starts bringing extra water to her desk. She splashes it on her wrist in the bathroom. She chews gum. She tries everything except understanding what is actually happening to her. The third week, she falls asleep in a team briefing. Her chin drops. The room goes quiet for a second. When she jerks awake, everyone is looking at her. What do you think happens next? Let me know in the comment section. Also, do well to subscribe, like, and share because there is going to be a part 2 and you do not want to miss it.